Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Simons.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Queta in at the 5. And for the Raptors, perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's quickly in at the point guard position. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
And the Celtics with possession here after the miss from Jakob Pirtle. White finds Pritchard. 5 on the clock. They set the screen. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Here's Ingram. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics on offense. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road.
Oh, man!
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Barrett. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
On the wing, Brown. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And Brown is at his best when he's attacking inside.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Back to Quickly. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Brown. Over Ingram. And it's Brown missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And having starred in a 6-man role in New York, Tim Emmanuel Quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up Quickly.
Bounce pass Pritchard. Brown against Ingram. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 6.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
Here's Quickly. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. It's Barrett on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. White with the defensive effort. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Walsh, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Raptors trail by 3. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Raptors. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Back over to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Brown. From outside the arc, a nice shot by Walsh. 5 points in the game.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Quickly, a screen on Brown. And here's Barrett. And the Raptors miss again. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's deflected. And here's White. Last game with 30 points. Pass to Pritchard. Celtics passing it around. Brown. Toronto grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And the fact they still had a chance to win that game, I find to be somewhat amazing because it was clearly an off night for most of their guys.
And yet they ended up right there. They could have stolen that win. It's definitely a missed opportunity they'd like to get back. Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Pritchard from outside. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A steal. Quickly against Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. Brown outside. Fades back. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Ingram. That's a 2 from Barnes. And the Raptors miss again.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
And that one's good quickly.
That's nice work inside by Quickly. He's only 6'3", but he feels like he can score in the paint whenever he wants.
Here's White. Nothing on the board. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Raptors. Bobo's checked in. And Dick subbed in for Barnes. White looking around. Pass to Walsh. There's the lob to Brown. Dick with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Ingram wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Now just a 1-point Boston lead. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise, and with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Ingram outside. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics leading by 4. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Toronto's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Quickly setting the pick for Barrett. Pass to Ingram. 3-pointer. Ingram can't get that one to fall. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Brown the pass to Queta. Here's Pritchard. White setting the pick for Pritchard. 6 to shoot. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
Well, he is such a unique player when we talk about Brandon Ingram. 6'8", an elite scorer. He can initiate offense with the pass. He just does a lot of different things to help you win.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Simons from outside. It's rebounded by Dick. Raptors trail by 4. Over to the wing. 1:16 left in the first. Here's Barnes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Barnes hits them both.
And one thing about Scotty Barnes is his team feeds off of his enthusiasm for the game. He keeps everyone engaged. Just a great guy to play with.
Outside, Simons. There's the screen. Mobo with the rebound. Toronto trailing. Here's Dick. It's good. This game is all even.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Here's Simons. Toronto grabs the miss. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Shed. Barnes outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. It's all tied in Toronto. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
They've got Scotty Barnes. He's out there with Grady Dick. And it's Walter in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Boston shooting for the game at 42%. Pass to Minot. Now, here's Boucher. Snatched away. Fast break, Toronto. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Guys?
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Simons with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Wizards in Washington. Barnes up top, covered by Simons. Pass to Shed. Raptors moving the ball around. Mobo can't hit. Boston trailing. Simons on the wing. Boucher controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now Dick fires from the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And so Simons will bring it up with the Celtics. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
How about Barnes on that one? He really got up.
Now here's Simons. Still scoreless. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram's checked in, and then for Boston. Walsh is checked in, and it's Brown in for Sam Hauser. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's White. The kick out to Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Raptors leading by 4. Pass to Mobo. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Outside, Simons. Brown outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen. And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
It's checked in for Toronto. And a change for the Celtics. Kate is checked in. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Brown against Dick. To end the run. Brown the pass to Walsh. Just 4 to shoot. Boston, no good that time either.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Derek White.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Barnes.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Toronto. Barnes hits them both. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro, and even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Ingram kicks to Quickly. Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. Back to Ingram. For the three. And the Raptors miss again. Celtics trail by 7. It's Brown on the wing. Dick defending. Brown against Dick. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Quickly in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
That's really pretty. The mid-range from Quickly. I love it.
Pass to Brown. Outside, White. There's the pick. Boston needs to get off a shot. That's a 2 from Simons. Rebound by the Raptors.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Barnes can't get it to go. And Simons has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 9 points. Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
For 3, Ingram. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
There's the triple. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Now, Quickly. He has 7. Barnes outside. Pass to Barrett. Toronto working the ball around now. Traps in the tray. Dick's got 9 points.
And now it's Dick knocking down a 3 of his own. Grady ready to answer.
Here's Simons. No scoring in this one. Here's Queta. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Here's Quickly. Over Pritchard. And again, Toronto no luck.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here is Brown. 17 points in the game. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that's in. Nice feet on the play. Pirtle's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter right there. That's where Pirtle wants to operate. Right there in the paint in front of the rim.
White, bounce pass. A 3 ball. Here's Queta. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And he sinks the second. Raptors leading by 6. Quickly with it. Last time out he had 13 points. Now here is Pirtle. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Barrett. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's White missing. Toronto's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And no hesitation that time by Pirtle. Never shy about scoring.
1:27 left to play here in the half. Now Brown. He's got 17. The 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. A 3 from Quickly. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Quickly. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, it's not easy, but defensively you want to avoid fouling a guy like Quickly.
For Toronto, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
That one is off. That one misses.
And this organization has to be excited because when you watch Emmanuel Quickly, you got to remember, he's still in his mid-20s, so there's a lot of room still for him to grow.
Pass to Pritchard. Shoots the 3. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in. Ingram's got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
When he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Celtics trail by 10. On the court right now for the Celtics. Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Keita in at the 5, roaming the paint. Brown wide open. He fires. That doesn't go either for Brown.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
The Celtics shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Here's Brown. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Pirtle.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Barnes outside. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Quickly against Pritchard. Clock at 6. Keita, the pass to White. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
White against Barrett. Back to Ingram. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Pritchard. Off target from three-point range. Raptors leading by 7. And Tim, an old-school big man, Jakob Poeltl, still more than valuable in today's game.
Well, there certainly remains a place in this league for centers who defend the rim, rebound, and set screens. He might not be flashy, but he's a winning player.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brown.
Oh, incredible defense. JB, an elite two-way player.
And it's Ingram missing.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Kevin?
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. In fourth, the Celtics.
Over the last month, that has been a big weapon for their offense. They have shot it really well from deep.
Outside, White. Pass to Walsh. And here's Brown. Over in the corner, White. Got a piece of it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Keita. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Quickly. Ingram outside. Poeltl sets the pick for Ingram. It's rebounded by Walsh. Walsh has got 5 rebounds tonight. Over in the corner, White. Pass to Keita. Now Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Pritchard's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Toronto leading by 6. Here's Quickly. He has 7. And here's Ingram from the arc. And Boston with the rebound. Keita's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's White. Keita, the pass to White. There's a screen. Here's Keita going inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Quickly against Pritchard. Inside, here's Poeltl, and the layup is good. That's now 8 points for Jakob Poeltl.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Outside, White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Brown, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
You gotta respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
And Poeltl just keeps battling you inside. He is no stranger to physicality in there.
And that one misses. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
Well, I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
Yeah, a moment here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. The past month has been surreal. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And as you said, one rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. And Toronto making a change here. Bobo's checked in. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. And here are the Raptors now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Brown against Ingram. Shakes him. Rebounded by the Celtics.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Pritchard against quickly. Shot clock at 5. Wide, a screen on quickly. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. Here's White. Barrett covering. The second chance effort. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Simons, he's checked in for Brown. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Toronto. It's a one-point game. Over in the corner, White for the lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Ingram outside. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. White with the defensive effort.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Pass to Pritchard for the lead. Connects from three-point range. Pritchard's got 8 points.
And he was non-existent from 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
Raptors trail by 3. And here is Ingram. 7 points in the game. Here's Mobo. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Mobo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
White with it. 7 points in the game. To the middle, deflects the pass. Pass to Ingram, looking to end his cold spell, and the layup is good. Now it's a 4-point Toronto lead.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
.153 left in the third. Pritchard passes to Queta. Now Simons. Barrett covering. A nice shot by Simons.
Well, we know he can hurt you from outside, but Simons also showing you a nice touch inside.
Here's Ingram. He's got 9. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And a new group in for the Celtics. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Raptors, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, there's the Celtics, a game and a half out.
And, you know, for the Celtics, not a perfect start to the season, but they're in a position where all it takes is one modest winning streak to jump into that top spot.
Well, yeah, they're not in a bad position, but they clearly have room to improve. But having said that, most franchises in this league would trade with them in a minute.
Here's Simons. Mobo with the rebound.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Pass to Abaji. Now Dick. Puts up a deep 3. He can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 5. Simons kicks to Brown. Toronto grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Driving in. Pass to Simons. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Simons has got 4 this quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Raptors lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Raptors leading by 3. They've got Grady Dick. He's out there with Barnes. And it's Mobo in at the 5, down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pass to Walter. No good from outside. The Celtics shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And it's Simons missing.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Here's Walter. Here's Shed. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Celtics trail by 3. Outside, Simons. Boucher sets a screen for Simons. The shot comes out. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Boucher with the steal. Here's Hauser. Dick defending. Hauser misses. Pass to Walter. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Brown against Dick. There's the 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Dick. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors.
And for their matchup with Detroit, it's not going to be a picnic, but they know heading in, it's a game you got to get excited for as a player. It can be a big statement taking down one of the top teams in the East.
Pass to Simons. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Raptors. Dick's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. Shed, that's good. Shed's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Raptors. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
A step-back shot here. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Raptors leading by 5. Over to the left wing. Barnes outside. There's the pick. Here's Mobo. Makes it off the glass.
And they continue to control the glass.
For Boston, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Right side, Simon. Out to the right wing. Down low. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Lobbed up there for Barnes. Now, here's Simons. Tight defense on him. Looking to get back on track here. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Barnes outside. Pass to Shed. Back to Barnes. It's Dick on the wing. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. Simons surveying the D. Here's Hauser, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. To the inside. Here's Mobo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Now, here's Simons. And it's Hauser in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. Hauser's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Nice pass by Simons, showing you that he's multidimensional.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. And coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Thank you, Allie. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Diggs got 5 points in the quarter.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Dick against Brown. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one.
Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Tough. Look at Brown with a chance for one more.
Pirtle, he's checked in for Dick.
One shot.
And free throw good from Brown.
And after not getting to the line in the first half, he has changed his mentality. He's being much more aggressive.
Here's quickly. And the layup's good off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Celtics trail by 10. Outside, White. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Quickly finds Barnes. It's Barrett on the wing. Offline with his three.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Now Pritchard. To the paint and stolen by Barnes. With the crossover, it's blocked. And here is Brown. Pass to Walsh. Shot on the wing. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 11 rebounds in the game. Brown inside. He's covered by Ingram. They grab their own miss. Brown the pass to White from the arc. It's rebounded by Quickly. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
That's a smart move by Barnes. He got the defense to bite, and he earned a trip to the line.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And he makes both free throws. Celtics trail by 14. Brown for three. Knocks down the three.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Barrett with the ball. On the wing quickly. He's covered by Pritchard. Pirtle.
Man, that's a lot to deal with when you guard Pirtle. This is a really skilled 7-footer.
The first free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And one thing I really love about Jakob Pirtle, it's how active he is defensively. He just affects so many shots with his energy.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Ingram against Brown. Pirtle.
And Pirtle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Pirtle. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Now White. Barnes rips down the rebound. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. Releases. And it doesn't go. Jaylen Brown. White. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Raptors.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Down low, gets it to go. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Here's Pirtle. Here's Barnes. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Not gonna go.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Everyone.
Thanks so much. RJ, a great effort tonight. How is this team continuing to grow?
We're playing defense and we're moving the ball. Everybody's in double figures. Everybody's scoring. Everybody's playing together. That's how you win.
When the ball's going in, things tend to turn into a victory. Thanks so much, RJ.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.